Hello everyone, it's full moon and I was in the mood as usual. During the full moons I bring you a generic card reading with 3 piles. So I've got here pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. This time I've brought objects per pile if you feel most drawn to selecting the object rather than the pile of cards itself. So you just need to select 1, 2 or 3 and then you can head to the time to listen to what the pile has got to tell you. What are the energies that are currently present in you and where it is moving forwards with this full moon to the next one. So let's have a look and go through each pile at a time, and I hope it is beneficial for you and I hope you enjoy the reading. Thank you. To you who have selected pile number 1, let's go ahead and see what the cards have got for you for this full moon. I've already shuffled the cards, so it's just literally displaying and reading them. Okay, so we're going to have a look at what's here for you. What's installed for you? What are the current energies? What's currently happening? And where you are moving. Okay, so from an emotional perspective, or better to say, there's a lot of things that are currently happening with you that are not positive, that are not going the way you wanted them to go, or that you believe that your soul needs it to go and to move. So it's leading to a lot of forced changes that are actually beneficial for you, but at the moment it seems like everyone is holding secrets from you. It seems like the whole world is holding secrets from you, and there seems like there's a lot of underlying things that you're not aware of. There's a lot of hidden energies even surrounding you that you are not actually able to grasp. Or even if you are, they are affecting you and you are unable to create those energetic boundaries that are really needed. And the way you are currently dealing energetically with it is that you are either completely ignoring it and trying to be in denial, or you are actually just trying to convey or trying to actually bring some changes in your life, trying to transport yourself to some other ways of looking into things after reflecting on them and just trying to see, okay, what is it that I can do, and you're actually acting on it. So there's these two sides. There's actually the denial, or there's actually the side that you're actually trying to deal with it, you're actually trying to do something about it, but it might not come from the positive energy that it needs to come from. Okay, so moving forward, what have we got here? Okay, just gonna have a look at that as well to see what's happening. Okay, so what we've got here is it's the attempt in the future to carry on building these structures or networks of people that you need around you. So it might be a network of people, it might be whatever it is, but it seems like it's people related, or at least the energy is very people orientated, and you've got here really that desire to either make contacts with people that you haven't made contact with, or trying to gather a bit of a tribe, or finding your tribe, or finding your people and just gathering with them. And because if you got that net, then you are better able to actually cope with the changes that you know you need to go through, either by accepting them and stop denying them, or actually acting on the doing the changes coming from a positive perspective, because you've got a support net there for you. And this is a very strong desire within your soul, and that your soul needs is to find these people and find this emotional stability within your group, and the emotional stability can of course be from a personal perspective, right? But it can also be you finding, you know, the place of work that you are actually empowered, or that you feel that you actually belong. Okay, so this is pretty much what the cards are telling you for this full moon, what the current energy is, and moving forward, how is that projecting moving forward. I'm just going to take one more card for some guidance, okay? I'm just going to grab that. That's the one that I want. Oh, I think I'm hoping I've only taken one out, but if it's more than one, yeah, it is more than one. That's what I thought. It's because it's got to be the two cards. Okay, fine. So we've got here, all right. We've got the Lord of the Air, and we've got the Five of Cups. So it is really these changes and all this this attempt to change, or this denial, they can be very disturbing, right? They can be very challenging, they can be very hard. So the guidance here is to always make sure that you actually communicate to the universe what you want, what you wish, and always communicate in a very clear way to those people around you, to the network that you're trying to build, to the people around you, to your tribe. So it's just keeping that in mind, and even if you're in denial and you actually know you're in denial, is actually being, you know, clear about it. It's trying to be clear about everything, and just trying to convey that in that yeah, in a very clear way, and it's just trying to have that clarity of thoughts as much as possible, so that that is presented in the way you communicate, in the way you project yourself, even though there are conflicts, even though it's hard to deal with all of these things. But it's just to keep in mind that try to be as clear as possible, and by clear it means being transparent. It means actually being honest within yourself, for yourself, and how you are honest with others about you, about what you want, etc., etc. So this is it for you who have selected this pile, and I wish you a very happy full moon, and I hope you enjoyed the reading. Of course, this is a generic one, so if you want a personalized one, just reach out to me. Well, thank you very much, and see you next time. Hello to you who have selected this pile and object. So let's go ahead and read what this full moon has got for you. What are the current energies, and what are the current energies telling you? You know, what's the tendency of the current energies being projected for the future? So let's have a look. Okay, I have shuffled the cards already, so I'm just gonna dive into having a read through the cards for you. Okay, so I'm just going to display the cards first normally. Okay. Very interesting. So current energies, you know, we've got a lot of we've got two sides of the coin, but it's coming to the same at the same time. So you are feeling that you cannot have what you want to have, or you cannot be the person you want to be, because you feel that in a way you are being tied into a tree. You are just completely here, you know, just completely tied up. You feel that there's a lot of things happening that are not under your control, that there's nothing that you can do about it. So it becomes a bit of you can call it the victim role, but it might not actually be the victim role. It might just be that you are going to actually through a lot of things that are actually not on your control, but rather than focusing on the things that you can't control, focusing on the things that you actually can control, you are just focusing on the things that you cannot control. And a lot of it might be because from a financial stability, you know, you might not be where you want to be because because you feel that you are tied up to, I don't know, either projects or businesses or people or family, whatever it might be. So it's you are struggling with this internally from an energetic perspective. So your soul, your spirit is just really going through this motion quite a lot at this point. And yeah, it's you really feel like you're not you're not on control of things. And in a way, one might say that there's a lot that you can't, or there's a lot that you are. It's basically, there's a lot that it's challenging for you to know. There's a lot of little things that you might actually not know. It's not because it's not, you know, it's not because you can't control them, but it's just because you actually don't know. But these might be deeper things that might be deeply rooted within your soul, within your Akashic records, within your karma. So there's a lot of things here that you just feel you're completely tied up, and the energy is very, yeah, it's like the energy wants to expand a lot, but then at the same time it feels that it can't. So it's very negative. It's very false belief, but in a way it seems to be that it's something that, you know, you just how to say it, you're doing it, you're doing things in a way that you feel that you're tied up, but you know that there's no other way of doing things. It has to be this way. There's actually no other way. And this seems to me that this is something that you could work on from the Akashic record perspective, from, you know, past lives that you might have had, things that might be there, even from a cultural background, from a cultural heritage perspective. It could be coming from that part as well. Okay. And yeah, and you're not where you wanted to be from a financial perspective, or you're not where you want to be in the position that you want to be, and that you know that you can be. You deep down you know that you can be there, but you feel like you're tied up. You can't get there because you're tied up to whatever it is, responsibilities, headaches, whatever that looks like to you. Okay, so having a look now at what the current energies are expanding to. Let's have a look. Yeah, so then again, it's one thing that I would like to say is that there's nothing wrong in thinking from a materialistic perspective. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong in having desires, in just being very root chakra based, very, you know, living in this world here and now, and touching things and money and pleasure and all those things. There's nothing wrong with it. You do have that very present here on these current energies moving forward. So because you do have here this card here, which is the devil, so to speak, and it's really trying to find that balance, that emotional balance, that emotional healing that is required here, so that you can actually try to obtain the position in the world, either being financial, which is more where this energy is currently sitting in, and the materialistic world and everything that comes with the material side of things. And basically, so you're going through that healing, and there's some sort of healing that will happen, or that this energy will allow you to go through, either through understanding a bit more, or just by listening to this reading. There's a lot that can be released as well, in the sense of the culture, and the family that you were born with, your karma that you've been born with, etc. It can already help to release a lot of that pressure, a lot of that baggage that you came to this world with. So rather than 10 kilos, let's hope you get, after this reading, you get only 1 kilo, and you're taking only 1 or 2 kilos with you, and then it's up to you to carry on carrying those or not. And so there's really the desire to actually move forward and be able to no longer have these, I can't because I'm tied up. And it comes from a very deep emotional sense that, or emotional, it comes from a place where you emotionally need to belong to the world in a different way. And of course you are here and now, and the world has been made for you to enjoy it, for you to live it, for you to do everything that you want to do and desire and wish, provided it's of course for for the good of everyone, that you're not influencing anyone. But this is the energy that I am sensing here, okay, for you moving forward. From this full moon to the next. Okay, so let's work on removing the icons, and I'm just going to take here a card for guidance. Okay, I'm actually going to take 3. Yeah, I'm just being told to take 3, so I'm going to take 3. Okay, so let's have a look. All right. Oh, okay, so that means I've got 4. All right, cards never lie, cards always know. So yeah, it is 4, it is 4 then. I'm gonna put them, distribute them here so that you can see them. Okay, so what have we got here? Beautiful cards, alignment. Oh, yes, yes, yes. So you do have a shining star that's actually guiding you through this process, and everything should be able to be accomplished, right? Even if you got like the 10 kilograms of baggage, you know, from past lives, from karmic reasons that you brought to this world, that's absolutely fine. There's something that you can clear, and we've seen before that there is a healing that will happen that's coming with the current energy, okay? And it's really great to see that there is some sort of energetic support that comes from either people around you or people that are actually no longer in this physical material world, but they are actually supporting you to go through this. It feels to me it's very much a couple that's actually helping to restructure all of this, trying to bring justice to all of this energy here, so it can come from, it can be 2 people that you know, it might be a couple that you know, it might be someone, as I said, from a different realm, different one than from this 3D one, and they are actually just trying to help you pursue this. So you do have this shining star over here, and you got everything supporting this healing, everything supporting this moment and the next moments to come, so that you can feel that you can, and you can have everything that you desire here and now. So go for it. I hope you enjoyed this full moon card reading. Of course, it is a generic card reading, and as usual, if you want a personalized one, just reach out to me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I just wish you a very happy full moon, and I see you next time. Thank you. Hello to you who have selected pile number 3. So let's go ahead and see what this full moon has got for you, and see where the current energies are and where the current energies are moving towards. Okay, so let's have a look and have a sense of it all. I've already shuffled the cards, so it's just literally displaying them and going to the reading. Okay, so there's a lot of emotional things going on over here. It seems to me that there is an attempt of union, of love, of being together, two people embracing each other. It can be, of course, a love relationship, it can be a partnership, it can be a business, all of that. But it seems to me that it's really something related more, more towards love relationships. And there's this type of desire of being together, of embracing, of joining energies. Like there's a lot of loving energy around here, and of that wish for those two bodies to be bodies and souls, and values, those two from those two people to actually be bonded. And the energy seems to me that although there is this desire or this union that is or might be already existing, and it might be not be existing, seems that there's a lot of illusions, there's a lot of things that are not going as well as desired. So there might be a lot of questioning in the air. Is this the right move? Am I with the right person? All of those questions. And that might lead to some internal conflicts. And yeah, although the feeling of wanting to be together seems that it's quite, I know this is going to sound a bit weird what I'm going to say, but it seems that it's actually quite a stable feeling. At the same time, it's there might be uncertainties, so it's a very complex thing and energy going on here, although it is a very loving energy. But there is the things might not go the way you wanted, right? If you wanted two people to be together, yourself and someone else, yeah, things might not actually be going the way you wanted to, or you feel like things are not moving how you wanted them to be moving. So that's pretty much where the current energies are very much sitting. Okay, let's have a look and see how the current energy is projecting itself to the future, yeah, at this present moment in time. And of course, this can always be changed. It's entirely up to you. You've got the free will to change this. Okay, what have we got here? Okay. Just going to try to put over here so you can see the cards. Okay, so seems to me that there will still be a lot of dedication towards these two being together. You might go through renewal processes within you and within the other person as well, within herself, himself, and there is the continuous attempt of those two people to be together, to be joined together. There's still that desire there, and that will carry on. And that desire is pretty much seen as a to some people's eyes or to some people's energies like a crazy ones. That you got the card 0 here, the crazy, and it might be pursued. It might be perceived, as being something that people might look and say, no, you shouldn't. Yeah, no, there's no point, etc. And at the same time, within you, you might actually feel that. People might not say in your face, oh, you're crazy, what you're doing is crazy, or what you're feeling is crazy. But they might sense it, and you might actually sense that, you're trying to change, and you're trying to go through renewal processes within you and the other person within that person as well, and within what you both are creating. But then at the same time, everything is a bit messy, but still you are going for it. And sometimes that's the energy that a lot of us need, when we start something that we don't know of, we don't believe, we're not sure, you know, we've got a lot of these things, but at the same time we've got the desire to, and that can be a very inspirational thing to have, a very inspirational feeling and energy to have. So you've got all of this going on, still attempting, still going for it, and even though people might see it as being a bit dubious, even though you might doubt as well, you might doubt yourself about what you've chosen for yourself. You might doubt the things that you desire, but that's where the energy is leading you to. And that's the thing, you never know unless you tried, right? So that's where the crazy card comes here, because if you don't try, you don't know. And that's very, as I mentioned, very inspirational, because a lot of people fear, so therefore they don't try. And the crazy, the zero here comes to prove that, you know, you don't know where you're heading, you don't know where you're going, but you know you want, and you know, let's go for it. And that can be very, as I said, it's beautiful. It's quite inspirational. Now let's have a look and see and take a card for you for guidance, okay, with all of this happening. So I'm just going to have a look. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 cards, okay, actually. That's the one. Okay. So let's have a look. There we go. So the guidance here for you is that you are actually being a very wise person, and it comes like in sequence with what I was saying, which is you are definitely wise because you are knowledgeable, that you might be throwing yourself but you've got the tools, you know what you're doing, you know what you're doing, basically, right? So you're a very clever person. You know what you want, you know where you should be heading, and where to tick the boxes when you know, accomplished, yeah, done. So you've got all of that, and you've got this card supporting that. So it's just expanding that knowledge that you've got. It's expanding that capability of creating the abundance and what you want in this world, either it being with the right person, or either it being with a person that you want that you're unsure if it's the right one or not, but still you're going for it, and you will know if it's not, and that is fine for you. Deep down it is fine, because you've got these beautiful cards supporting you on this path of just going for it and not knowing, not being sure, even if people say something, yeah, whatever. And the guidance here is really supporting you on that path to absolutely go for it, and just keeping in mind of always being in touch with your higher self as much as possible, so that you know when the times are right to do whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to break, whatever it is that you want to continue, and so on. So these are the guidance cards that the universe has got for you, and I wish you a very happy full moon. And of course, this is a generic card reading. For a personalized one, just contact me directly. And once again, I hope it resonated with you, and I wish you a very happy full moon, and I'll see you next time in the next full moon. Thank you so much.